The Dallas Cowboys have made yet another move in NFL free agency, re-signing KaVontae Turpin, the return man / receiver, to a deal that makes him one of the highest paid special teamers, matching some other contracts that have been signed from a per year perspective on a 3-year, $18 million deal with the Dallas Cowboys. We will have the full breakdown of this signing, all the moves the Cowboys have made so far, and what I'm estimating is around still $40-ish million in cap space. Could be a bit plus or minus some figures there. But we will have more Cowboys videos for you. When the Cowboys do stuff, we got you covered. Hit that sub button for me for more free Cowboys videos each and every single day. Now, Turpin predominantly has been a return man. The Cowboys have at times gotten him involved in the receiving game and in the backfield and as a runner. He had 31 catches last year, 421 yards. Nice. 2 scores. He took a slant 64 yards to the house. Why it took the Cowboys like 13 weeks to run the slant to Turpin, I will never fully understand. I don't view KaVontae Turpin at his diminutive size as a real receiver. He is a gadget guy. He is, to borrow a phrase from Stephen Jones, he's a web back. You know, you're not actually going to get him a dozen 200 touches per game. Snaps per game, yes. He can get, 50-ish touches over the course of a season, not including returns. I would like to see him more involved on jet sweeps, more involved on shorter passes, so he's involved in space and not constantly call up vertical shots to a diminutive wide receiver. And he's also, by the way, of course, one of, if not the best return men in the NFL. So paying $6 million per year isn't an issue for me. At 5'9", 153, listed size, he's sub 5'9" actual size, by the way. Yeah, I don't think he can be an every down wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2. I think you still need impact at that position. But he's also an elite return man. And when you can design stuff to get the ball in space, good things tend to happen. So much like a lot of the Cowboys' moves, and I think this is probably one of the better ones, frankly, I have no issues with this signing. It's that I want more stuff to happen too. So specifically with KaVontae Turpin, back to the Cowboys, 3 years, $18 million. Do you like this signing? Y for yes, N for no. It is the pinned comments on today's video. So if that ad comes here on the YouTube side, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Do you like the signing? Y for yes, N for no. The Turpin deal at 3 years, $18 million per year, or $18 million total, $6 million per year, makes him one of the highest paid special teamers. I think for the time being, Justin Tucker is tied at that figure. But given how good he is on returns, some of the gadget stuff you're able to do, I don't have any issues there. And of note, by the way, your special teams unit is mostly back in place. Bryan Anger's a free agent. He's a punter. Ideally, he's not going to punt very much, so it doesn't matter. Turpin's back on returns. Dowdle is a free agent, and I kind of think he's going to be gone anyway, so Deuce Vaughn is an option there. Jalen Cropper is an option at punt returner. The things that Turpin does best are returns. Or get in the ball, let him use his speed, get downfield, sometimes muff a kick return and then grab it and go score a 90-yard kick return. That's always fun when that happens there. I have no issues at all giving Turpin what you've paid him. That's about the value I thought it was going to cost. Like, it's high-end return man money, but he's not just a pure special teamer. He can, I think, be a receiver 4. Ideally receiver 5, yeah, that's somebody good, but receiver 4 is fine. And I think you feel pretty good about that receiving core. Get him involved on gadget stuff. And I will also make note to here, by the way. 3 years, $18 million. It's not going to be $6 million on the year one cap. It'll probably be more like 3 or 4. And that is going to be less than the expected second-round tender of $5 million in change would have been. So it will, relative to his RFA tender cost, actually save the Cowboys money. I would assume guaranteed-wise, probably at least $8 or $9 million at minimum in terms of the guarantee. I've not seen guaranteed money yet. That's about the cost there. Now, the turnover chain is available for all you Cowboys fans out there. Chatsports.com/CowboysChain. Is it over there today, or did I put it away? Put it in, toss to me real quick there? Yeah, we'll do this on the fly here. Just throw it. See if I can catch stuff. There we go. The turnover chain, just like this one right here, is available. Chatsports.com/CowboysChain. You can get yours today. This is the silver chain link. They've got a navy chain link as well. It's over on Fanatics. Chatsports.com/CowboysChain. Let's recap the moves made by Dallas. Then we can spend a bit more time on Turpin on offense here. Honestly, the Osa re-signing looks pretty valuable, given that it is a 4-year, $80 million deal. And Milton Williams got 4 years, $26 million per deal. So getting Osa done on a team-friendly, frankly, contract looks good. The first time I've actually seen CJ Goodwin details. I have not seen this yet. 1 year, 1.42. Markquese Bell is 3 years, 9, up to 12. Again, that's fairly cheap. Trent Sig, the long snapper, it's the vet minimum, essentially. Okay? And then 3 outside signings. Javonte Williams, 1 year, 3. Robert Jones, 1 year, 4.75. Solomon Thomas, 2 years, up to 8. Again, I think the up to figures for Thomas and Jones will probably actually be less than the up to. It'll probably be more like 3.5 and 6 or something like that. And there will be incentives that are not like to be earned and, snaps and playoffs because neither team made the playoffs. So, yeah, playoffs are the incentives, and those don't like to be earned. Depth options there. And they retained Turpin for a smaller cap hit in 2025 than the 5.3 whatever cap hit would have been on the second-round RFA tender. So grade this signing, A, B, C, D, or F, as KaVontae Turpin is back long-term, for the NFL at least, with the Dallas Cowboys. A, B, C, D, or F. Go vote in the comments section of today's show. The return option, it's a no-brainer. It's easy, it's simple, he's really good at it. Offensively, I think he's always going to be limited. This is why size matters. Ask your girl if she's being honest with you. Size does matter. At 5'9", 153, he is going to be limited with what he's able to do as an actual every down receiver. I think like elite level, Tavon Austin usage is all you'll probably get there. When you do 3 receivers and 4 receivers or 5 receivers and you go 4 receivers, 1 tight end, whatever, let him put out there. They found some success putting in the backfield. That's what was so frustrating to me this past year, is the KaVontae Turpin lined up at running back package was put in the playbook in training camp. That was not a mid-season change. That was in the playbook in training camp. And they didn't do anything with it until like December. Like, why? I think offensively, speed is important. Turpin brings speed the Cowboys don't actually have. They need that. They need more of that, frankly. If you can design 2 to 5 touches every game, somewhere in that ballpark, that's probably about the right offensive usage. And if it's impactful, plus, getting to the, other elements of maximizing your contract there and the return value stuff, that's fine for me. I don't have any issues bringing back KaVontae Turpin. But, $6 million per year isn't enough of, the big-time splashy moves. They have to add more real impacts. But in a bubble, 0 complaints about bringing back KaVontae Turpin.